See no changes. Wake up in the morning and I ask myself, it's like birth, never should I blast myself? I'm tired of being born, even worse than black. My stomach hurts, so I'm looking for a purse to snatch. Cops give a damn about a Negro. Pull a trigger, kill a nigga, he's a hero. Get it back to the kids who the hell cares. One less hungry mouth on the welfare. First ship them both, let them deal with brothers. Give them guns, left back, watch them kill each other. It's time to fight back, that's what Huey said. Took shots in the north down, Huey said. I got love for my brothers, but we can never go nowhere unless we share with each other. We gotta start making changes. Learn to see me as a brother instead of two distant strangers. And that's how it's supposed to be. How can the devil take a brother if it's close to me? I let it go back to when we played as kids, but then it changed.
Welcome back to the TRUTHSERUM podcast. I'm your co-host PJDRIZZLE, and we have a new face for you guys today. And I just want to say, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, repost, share to all media platforms. Check out episodes 75, 76 and 77 out right now on the YouTube podcast channel. All right. So at this time, I'm going to give the floor to my guest that we have, and he's going to say his introduction and 3 things about himself.
What's going on, everybody? My name's Josh. Probably seen me on Pop the Balloon. Just came on here and hang out with my man PJ. Just shoot the shit a little bit, talk about some things. I stay out in Albuquerque, so if you need me, you know where to find me.
Okay, all right. You have anything else you want to
add? I guess we can get into that, you know what I'm saying, as we discuss things, but I don't really got much to say right now other than
okay.
Let's see where the road takes us.
All right. Can I ask you, this is your first podcast?
Yeah. Actually, it's my first podcast.
I'm used to being
on. What's up?
Like, you haven't done no other interviews before?
Not really interviews. I'm used to being on streams and stuff like that, and just discussing topics on streams. But a official podcast, this is probably my first one.
Okay, all right. You're gonna have a good time. There's nothing that you should be shy about. Basically, don't act like anything's being recorded. Like, the camera's not there. Like, it just me and you are having a simple conversation. Like, that's it.
All right. Yep.
Yeah. All right. So next we're gonna go to current events, and I have some movie mentions, and just based on the title of the movies, you don't really need the poster or the picture. Just based on the title of the movie, I'm gonna name some movies, and I want you to tell me what's gonna interest you and to go see it yourself in theaters or with somebody.
Okay.
All right?
Yep.
Are you somebody that normally goes with somebody or by yourself?
Nah, when I go to movies, I like to go alone, honestly. I've been doing that since I was in high school. I've always been kind of a lone wolf. So yeah, when I go to movies, I prefer my own company.
Yeah.
Because
you don't like nobody talking while the movie's going on, trying to ask you questions.
Well, I'll say this: if I do bring company to a movie, we're not going there to watch the movie. We probably go, you know what I'm saying? So,
okay, all right, yeah.
So
don't tell me all the information.
If it's a movie that I'm really trying to watch, where I'm interested,
Yeah.
I'd rather go alone so I can focus.
Yeah, I feel you. I feel you.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, so I'm gonna name the movies, and then you just tell me what interests you to go see it yourself. Okay. So, we got I Can Only Imagine 2. I think that this is a sequel to the original I Can Only Imagine movie. We also have How to Make a Killing, Psycho Killer, Midwinter Break, and K-Pop's Live with Anderson .Paak. think he was like a member of the Black Eyed Peas, and like he's having a live concert documentary movie of some sort. I'm not too sure, but
Yeah.
like basically like that's what his thing is like for himself. So out of the movie mentions that I mentioned, like what interests you to go see it yourself?
Honestly, out of those options, it would probably be the one with Anderson .Paak because my daughter likes K-pop first of all,
Hmm.
so
Okay.
that might be something that I could go see with her. And
Okay.
I like his music, so I'm not really familiar with the other movies, but like
Yeah.
with him, like that sounds pretty appealing. I might actually go see that. You just put me onto something.
Yeah. Like this.
Yeah,
Like I'm
I'll
not too
definitely.
sure. I'm not too sure if it's available where you're at. You have to check on like online on AMC online.
Okay, yeah,
All
I'll
right.
definitely. I'm sure it'll come out like on Netflix or something at some point, but you
Yeah.
know, that's
Yeah.
something I would definitely be interested in.
Got you. And then let me ask you this. So how's your relationship like with your daughter? Like is it very close?
Me and my daughter are like joined at the hip, basically, man.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's a trip because when you have a daughter,
Yeah.
it's like a different kind of it's a different kind of love, I guess. I don't know how to explain it, but I
Okay.
was never really in touch with like my emotional side. Just
Your feminine side?
I'm gonna say emotional side. I would say feminine
Okay.
side, but I'm gonna say
Yeah.
emotional side.
Okay.
Because coming up, like where I grew up, it was just like a lot of crime and stuff like that. Um, and then I grew up an athlete. Like I'm a hooper, so
Yeah.
when you grow up in that type of environment, it's just like everybody has to be like tough at all times, and you can't show weakness and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
And then kind of the family I grew up in, we didn't really share our emotions. So, I was always taught to like not really be emotional, don't cry in front of whoever, stuff like that. And then
Like don't show tears. Like just like have that tough face like all the time.
be strong at all times,
Yeah.
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 And then I was also in the Marine Corps, right? And that's
I'm sorry,
like the
wait,
way
repeat that. You said you were in the what?
I was in the Marine Corps,
Oh, okay.
yeah. So like that is the way I grew up, but on steroids. It's like now really don't be, don't show
Yeah.
emotion, like just be tough, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And then when I had a daughter, well, I had my son first, right?
Okay.
And like with the son, it's different because you have to be tough on your sons because they're gonna
Yeah,
be lean.
regardless.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then when my daughter was born, I was like a whole other side of me just got, what I'm saying, waking up. So I don't know how to explain it, but it changes you. As a man, that changes you.
Okay. All right.
So
I want to say because you mentioned that you were in the Marine Corps. Thank you for your service.
yeah.
And what was I gonna say? Um, so let me see. I was gonna say. Oh yeah. How's the relationship like with the mother? Like with your are y'all still together? Like how's that relationship?
Nah, me and their mom broke up. Well, we had a falling out back in 2017,
If you don't mind
and
me
then
asking, what happened?
uh, I guess infidelity. We'll just leave it at infidelity.
Okay.
Um, you know, and just a bunch of petty stuff to follow.
Yeah.
And she's petty and I'm petty, so it just that's basically how it went down.
Hmm.
And then so we had a falling out, and then we just kind of try to work it out for the kids, after. And it just like once you cross, I guess, certain lines and you know things get to a certain point, it's just no, you can't reconcile those issues.
Hmm.
So we tried to work it out for a few years. It didn't work out. So we broke up again about what are we in 26? About 4 years ago.
Okay.
And
So
ever
it
since
was like
then,
it was like on and off, like at some point.
well, we were together for 9 years
Yeah.
before, before all that happened. And then we broke up for a few months. We got back together. And then we tried to make it work for like another 4 or 5 years. And it wasn't working. So, we
Hmm.
broke up again, and we've been broken up for about 4 years now. And
Let me ask you a question. Like, would you label that as like toxic, like in a way, a little bit?
bruh, that was beyond toxic. Like,
Yeah.
that relationship, you know, and I'm not placing all the blame on her, like
Okay.
everybody has to take responsibility for their part and why things don't work out. But
Hmm.
because I know me, like I can be toxic. I know that. And I did come up short in some areas, and I did some things that didn't necessarily contribute to a healthy relationship. So, I take responsibility for my part and why shit didn't work out. And of course, like she did what she did, and she had her shortcomings and stuff.
Yeah.
But I feel like it's just once you reach a certain point, like once you cross certain boundaries, it's just you can't really come back from that. But you don't understand that when you're young. That's just
Mm.
kind of something that you learn as you go. So, we have a good co-parenting relationship. Like
Okay.
there's that respect at least, and we do what's best for the kids and stuff. So we try to keep that like healthy, I guess.
Yeah. Because like you want to make sure that like the kids like still see you guys like together in that way, but like you're not really like together, like but you're
Yeah,
together for them.
yeah, just a unified, what I'm saying, just a unified front for them
Hmm.
to, that's still your mom, I'm still your dad. Like you still got to respect us as your parents, and
Yeah.
just because things didn't work out between us doesn't mean that we don't love you, and like that you're just gonna run around and do whatever you want type shit. So
Yeah. If you don't mind me asking, do you guys like now have your own like relationships?
um I guess it's more of a, yeah, I mean it's like a functioning co-parent, whatever you want to call that.
No, I
Uh
mean like, do you have like now like your own girlfriend and she has like her own like boyfriend?
oh, I don't know I don't really like ask too many questions. I haven't seen her with anybody.
Okay.
She hasn't brought anybody around, so I don't know if she's seen anybody or not.
Yeah.
As far as I know, she hasn't been in a relationship. Um, I was actually talking to somebody. Actually, I've been in a couple of situations, I guess, since then.
Situationships?
I was in a relationship after we broke up for like 6 months,
Yeah.
but that was toxic too. So I don't know if it's me or them,
Mhm. Mhm.
but one thing I learned about relationships after me and me and my baby mama is boundaries.
Yeah.
So like with that next relationship, like I was very strict about boundaries, and once the other girl crossed certain boundaries, I'm just like red flag, bro. I got to go. So I got out of that ASAP,
Mhm.
And then there was this another girl I was talking to for a couple years, but things just didn't pan out the way we would have liked because our circumstances didn't allow us to be together. Just because she lives, in another state, she has a kid, and I live here and I got my kids, and
Yeah.
it was just we couldn't really uproot
Where does she
and
live?
make it work. She live in Cali.
In Cali? Okay.
Hmm.
Got you. So like do you feel like so basically like with you and like the mother of your kids, like there's no like going back to that. Like there's no chance of you guys having like a third chance or a fourth chance of like getting back together.
Um, I think that's pretty much done, bro. It's one of those things where like you would like it to work out,
Hmm.
just at least for the sake of the kids. But
Yeah,
once certain boundaries get crossed and once things happen, you don't see that person the same no more. So it's like even if you want to, like your heart and your
hmm,
body just won't allow it. It's like once they make their mind up, no matter what your mind says, your inner self just won't allow it. So that's kind of where I'm at
gotcha.
with it. I can't help how I feel about you after whatever happened. It's something that I wish I could change, but it is what it is.
Okay, all right. Um, Let me see. I was gonna ask something. Oh, okay. Yeah. So I saw that your at name was it's Josh, not Drake. So like, how
Yep.
did that happen?
So as you can see, I'm light skinned.
Yeah.
So like damn near every day, bro, somebody's like, "You look like Drake." Oh,
Okay.
there's Drake. He looked like Drake. Blah blah blah.
Mhm. Is it the whole
So
face, or is it like just like part of the face? Like, what is it?
uh, if I knew, I could tell you, but people they see what they want to see.
Hmm.
So I personally don't think I look anything like Drake, but I just get that a lot enough to the point where I made that my Instagram name because like I just get it everywhere I go. So I'm like, hey,
You
my
might
name
as
is
well.
Josh. I'm Josh, not Drake.
Yeah.
Um, and then there was a show on Disney back in the day called Drake and Josh, I think it was called.
Hmm.
So I was like, hey, that kind of fits. So let me just
Yeah.
go ahead and do
Okay.
that.
All right. Um. Okay. All right. So now we're gonna get into Oh yeah. So like just to like the to like basically cap the movie mentions. So it was just K-pop's Live with Anderson Paak was the movie that you were gonna pick. Like you're not picking any other of the other ones.
uh, I'm not like, bro, I'm not even familiar with the other movies.
Just based on the title. Like
Oh, can you go over the names of them again?
I got you. I got you. I can only imagine two. How to Make a Killing, Psycho Killer, and Midwinter Break. Because you already picked the K-pop one, so we don't have to repeat that.
Okay. Um, I guess out of those, How to Make a Killing would probably be something that it seems like more interesting to me than the other movie titles, but I really
Mhm.
just would need to have like a synopsis of each movie to really make a determination what I would really, care to see.
Okay, because like to give you like a synopsis like of the like How to Make a Killing, like basically like he comes from this family of this rich family, and then like he's like at the bottom of the how you say it, ancestry family like line, like so he's like all the way in the bottom, and like he don't really make that much, and the way that he moves up, like in order to get like the inherits, like he kills off like every family member, so that he could be all the way on the top, and that's why
Oh,
like the movie's
okay,
called
okay.
How to Make a Killing.
That makes sense. Okay. I mean, yeah, that sounds interesting. That's something I would definitely watch.
Yeah. All right.
Um,
Okay. All right. So now, I did also find some additional current events online, and the first one I wanted to mention is Mariah the scientist claps back at commenter saying that she has light skin privilege following discussion about her dancing skills. She goes to say that I find it most amusing when people who don't know me call me dumb or just a pretty face. All right. So I wanted to ask you, based upon this current event, uh, do you sometimes get like light skin privilege, like for being light skin, like from other people?
Mm, I like honestly, I don't know. I don't know. Because I don't really know what comes with that.
Yeah. Like
Um,
basically, let me see. Having like one of them is saying like having a pretty face, like
oh,
that
so
comes with like light skin privilege.
so I would say probably handsome privilege maybe that would
Yeah.
fall more under handsome privilege. This this is kind of a funny topic because
Yeah.
I could see handsome privilege, you know.
Hmm.
Um,
And also
here's
like
the thing.
getting everything that you want because you're light skinned. Like basically like everybody's like they have to give you because they have to give you like what you want, and like all the girls are falling for you as well.
I'll say that with the girls, I get my way with the girls a little bit.
Okay.
Just and it's probably because of that. Um, I don't know if that's necessarily a light skin thing because you know I see some of my homeboys and they dark skin they get the same thing, you know.
Yeah.
So that's why I say like, is it a light skin thing or is it just like sort of being like a handsome type thing, like the way they see you, the way they view
Hmm.
you, and I like me personally. I never really viewed myself as like a handsome guy or anything like that throughout my life because I've always just been kind of one of those that I never really put a lot of emphasis on my looks, and it
Okay.
was just always like on the grind and stuff.
Hmm.
So you know, I never throughout my life I never really had time for women and stuff like that. Um, even like in school, I never dated anybody until after high school and
You
things
was
like
focusing
that.
on your education and like more like now on your work.
Yeah, just military education, grades, you know, I got my degree and stuff like that. Um, and like even currently I'm in a course, a cybersecurity course,
Okay.
you know, so like I've always been kind of focused on just grinding and stuff. So I
Yeah.
never really paid a lot of attention to women until I guess more recently. Um, they the women have told me that like a lot of them find me handsome. So I'm just now learning at my big age.
Hmm.
And I think maybe that has a lot to do with the fact that I was in a relationship
Okay.
for so many years that I just never really cared for that because I was already with somebody. But now that I'm single, like I'm starting to understand because women will tell you what they think about you, you know. And so that's kind of where I'm at with it now. I'm in a space now where it's just like I don't even approach women; they approach me, and that it's just so many of them that they approach me and stuff, and I'm just like kind of overwhelmed with the shit, bro. To the point where I'm just like, fuck it, like I'll just be alone.
Okay.
So,
Wait, so like you said that now you're getting like women like coming after you. Like is this because like you was on Pop the Balloon first, or is it because like you're single? Like you just fresh out of a relationship. Like what is
well,
it?
I've been out the relationship for 4 years, so like that's it's not really that, but
Hmm.
I think really on my part is now I'm more attentive to that. So
Okay.
maybe it was always there. Um, and I just didn't see it because I was so fixated on the relationship. And then, you know, after of course after Pop the Balloon, I started getting a lot of DMs from that too. But even before Pop the Balloon, um, I was starting to get like noticed by women. So I don't know if maybe I just reached a certain age where something just kicked in. I don't know
Hmm.
what it is, bro, but it's just kind of overwhelming right now.
Okay. And
So
then Another trait for like light skin privilege was that I forgot to mention was like people calling Mariah the scientist like also like dumb. Like she don't know like she don't have like she has like a low intelligence. Like that's what they basically are trying to say. So like you call yourself like smart, like right? Like you know a lot of stuff.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Like I said,
Like you got all A's in school.
no, I didn't get all A's. I didn't get all A's. Hell, no. I was very capable of that, but
Okay.
I just don't care to, you know, I don't care to, as long as I get the degree, as long as I pass the course. I've
Yeah.
always been that kind of student, throughout my life.
Yeah,
As
me
long
too.
as I
Like
pass.
as long as I got the degree and like as long as I like got a good grade, like a B plus, like even I mean maybe not a C, like because like that's not what parents are looking at. Like they still call a C a bad grade.
Bro, I was good with a C.
You was good with a C? Yo, I
I'll
was good
take
with
the
a C
C.
too. Like seriously, like yo, I
Take the
still
C.
pass. Like
Now, if my kids are listening, get A's. But
yeah.
for me, I was good with C. But like
Mhm.
I didn't even like school, to be honest. Like
No.
it's not that I wasn't capable, because I was very smart. I've always been very smart.
Yeah, it's for everybody. Yeah, school like
It's
people
just
like they just
it's
can't do
so
it.
boring to me, you
Hmm.
know. And the only reason I kept my grades up was so I could play basketball, because I've been a hooper all my life, and like that was a requirement for me, from my parents and stuff. Like, if you want to hoop, you got to get good grades, or you got to keep your grades up.
Do you still hoop?
So, oh, every day. I
Okay.
love to hoop, bro.
Did you
That's my
have
thing.
plans like to go like professional?
Oh no, I'm 39 years old. Like that's over for me. I'm not even like pursuing it like that. These days I just hoop to stay healthy, and because I genuinely love the game, and I could still get out there and hoop with the best of them. So
Hmm.
I'm trying to keep that up for as long as I can, because it's going to come a day where I can never hoop again, or I may not ever be able to hoop again, at a
Yeah.
certain level. So I just kind of try to keep up with it as much as I can.
Yeah, because
It's
like
a good little,
I don't think it matters on age because like look at LeBron James, Dwayne Wade, Allen Pierce, Allen Iverson, like they still hooping.
yeah, yeah, but that's, what I mean, it's different because they played at the highest level. So,
Yeah.
like, LeBron James's worst day is way better than my best day.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, because they just been to a level where, they know things that I may never know.
Yeah.
And they're just gifted individuals as far as like athleticism and stuff like that too. So there's just some stuff you're born with, man.
Okay. So like when you say they know things, like you mean like they're still like you trying to say like they know everything about basketball and like you're still learning about like different moves and
Well,
like
I'm
different
just
like
saying,
skills.
I'm saying like there's things that you're exposed to as you go to higher levels of the game.
Hmm.
That you you would probably never learn if you didn't play at that level. So like a lot of people, like your average fan, won't notice the intricacies of the game. So like you'll be watching a game, right? And all
Yeah.
you see is a bunch of guys dribbling up and down a court, passing the ball, dunking, shooting, whatever.
Yeah.
But if you actually like study the game, if you're a student of the game and you actually watch what they're doing, like you'll notice little intricate details about how they do things. Because
Hmm.
people think like Kyrie Irving just gets to the basket, doing basic shit. But if you like watch his training and kind of study him a little bit, there's a lot of things that are going on, you know, that you can't really see as a casual fan of
Yeah.
basketball. There's a lot of just like simple, subtle movements that create a lot of space, footwork, things like that. It's very detailed, man. So like
No,
in the
because
NBA, just based off like the training that I've been through, because I've trained with pros, not necessarily NBA pros, but I've trained with like overseas pros,
yeah,
and I've learned some things along the way about how they create space and how they get to the basket and things like that. And it's like, damn, I would have never thought of that. Like that one little thing you did right there is so effective. And yet you wouldn't know that unless you trained with them, you know. So I imagine on the NBA level, like there's probably even more that I just never knew.
mm, okay. And I don't know if this camp it's called AAU. Is that for like the whole world, or that just for like some a part of the world like AAU? Did you also do AAU or no?
Uh, Yeah, I did play AAU. AAU is like American Amateur, something like that. I
Okay.
forgot the use that for, but
Yeah.
it's basically an organization where you get like all the pretty much the best high school players in the country.
Yeah.
They make teams. They jump on teams and they play each other.
Hmm.
So that's like a high school thing. I did that.
Were you good in that camp or no?
Well, it's not necessarily a camp. It's an organization.
Oh
So
yeah, they said okay.
yeah, everybody just kind of plays in different tournaments throughout the year on their
Hmm.
AAU teams. So you
Yeah.
get on an AAU team and you just kind of play, different tournaments. But I did okay. I
Okay.
was pretty decent.
Yeah. Okay. Wait, so like, you said that, so you so basically like you still hoop just for fun, like it's not like really like trying to go like professional, like you just like basically like taking a step back and then just like going to your local park and like just a local court and playing like with your boys and whatnot, just for like a day or something.
Something like that. Like because I'm so competitive, like I'm not just out there like just doing whatever. Cause like I hoop, bro. Like I do this. I'm good at the game.
Hmm.
I've played well, I was actually on a college team. I made it onto a college team, but I ended
Okay.
up getting injured, and then it was just bad timing because my son was a newborn and things like that. So I had to work and stuff.
Yeah.
So I just didn't really get to follow through with that.
Hmm.
And then I've had interest from a Division 1 program, at one point, but it like again, like I said, it's just things just never really worked out for me in that space for
Yeah.
one reason or the other. And so I didn't really get to pursue it the way I would have liked, and that's just comes with not having a mentor and not knowing things that I needed to know, back in the day. So I just didn't really get to pursue it the way I would have liked, but it's it's something that like I am a hooper, like I can play with the best of them for the most part. Um but like at my age 39, like it's just kind of for fun now, but I still play competitively
That's still young.
against.
That's still young. That's still a young age.
It's young and like in a general sense, like relative to the population,
Yeah.
but in basketball years, like 39 is very old.
Very okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like you're on your way out at that age.
Hmm. And so now like you overcome that injury, like that injury is like gone, like and like you completely healed.
Yeah, for the I mean, it still flares up here and there
Okay.
because I think it's just kind of something that I got when I was in the military. It's called plantar fasciitis.
Yeah.
So it's like I don't know if it's called what the I don't know what the casual term for it is. But the medical term is plantar fasciitis.
Hmm.
So I ended up having to be in a cast for that, because I was putting so much stress on my feet.
Yeah.
And I never had that issue before the military, but after the military, I think it just kind of messed up the arch on my foot. So it just, I couldn't perform, the way I needed to. And that injury just came at a bad time because, I was already in a place where it was kind of, I was barely there, because me and my baby mama were kind of going back and forth about, she felt like I should have been at home, raising my son, and just being present there every day and stuff like that and working and whatever else. So I mean, that's another thing. That
Wait,
was
so
another
you
barrier for
you
me.
wasn't working like when you had your first son, like when you had your first newborn son, you wasn't working.
Well, I wasn't working a job because I had my GI Bill. So
Okay,
like the GI Bill paid for, my expenses like
yeah.
housing and stuff like that.
They also so it also provided like for like your baby moms and your kid, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. But yeah, I mean like that was working for me, but with her it was more about the presence.
Mm.
She wanted me to be there, every day with her and my son. And the team that I made was in a different city. So I couldn't be present here where we were living at. And that's one thing where I feel like if if she would have been willing to move out there with me, we probably could have I probably could have focused more and just made something more of it. But that's one of those things where when you and your partner are not aligned, things will not work out. So there has to be alignment within the household.
Got you. Okay. All right. So, for our next current event, I wanted to try something in honor of Black History Month. And like this is like the last week of February, so I want to like get this out of the way. So this is gonna be Black Movie Edition Bingo. Okay.
Okay.
And the way that we're gonna do it, because I don't have, we're not face to face, and I don't have like a picture of the bingo paper like printed out and all. So this is how we're gonna do it. So basically, you're just gonna tell me yes or no, and then I'm gonna give you like a black movie, and you have to say yes or no, okay? And then I'll tell you like what did you have out of the total of every movie. So there's a total of 21 black movies, and you
Okay.
only have to say yes or no, okay?
Like whether I've seen it or haven't
Yeah,
seen it.
yeah, whether you've seen it,
If I've seen it, I say yes. All right.
yeah, yeah. If you haven't seen it, you say no.
All right.
All right, all right. So the first one is Soul Plane.
You said soul plane, yes.
Okay. All right. So that's 1 point. Juice.
Yes.
Soul Men.
You said soul men?
Yeah, Soul Men.
Nah.
Okay. And
So
I can't give you any hints. Okay. Like so you have to like this is based off of how you say it. Um no hints. Yeah, no hints. Okay. I'm just gonna keep like no hints. Okay.
wait, spell that last movie. Spell that last movie. You said soul men?
Soul Men.
No, I haven't seen that.
All right. All right. So we're gonna leave it like that. So you're 2 for 21. Okay, 2 for 21. All right. So you got served.
Yep.
Okay. Barbershop.
Yep.
Okay. Johnson Family Vacation.
Yep.
Okay. The Best Man.
Yep.
Baby Boy.
Yep.
Coolie High.
But fun fact about Baby Boy,
What happened?
that's my favorite. That's my favorite love story.
Okay. Like they really like depicted like the true like black relationship like in that movie.
Yeah, like to me, that's as real as it gets, bro. Because they're not sugarcoating,
Hmm.
what love is. Like love comes in different forms, and everybody thinks that it has to be like this fairy tale and everything is perfect. But in Baby Boy, nothing was perfect, but they
Yeah.
still loved each other through the bullshit. You know what I mean? Like,
Like they gave you the true side, like towards like a black like relationship, like what really like goes on, and like how you have to like come with, because I feel like really he was cheating on her like with a lot of women. Like if you like rewatch the movie, like Tyrese was really cheating on
yeah.
Taraz like with a lot of women.
And maybe that's the toxic part of me that likes,
Mhm.
you know what I'm saying? I mean,
Yeah,
that wasn't cool, but I
yeah,
just, at his age, because he was like, I think like 20 years old, he was depicting a
yeah.
20-year-old
Hmm.
at that time. So like, I understand, you know, how he could struggle with being faithful in a relationship at that age, because you're still a kid, bro. And
Yeah.
them hormones are like crazy at 20 years old.
Hmm.
So like I get it, but at the end of the day, and she wasn't perfect either. Like
Yeah.
she was over there on the phone calling her ex on the phone,
Yeah. Snoop Dogg.
running up the bill from the prison phone call, and like, why are you talking to him? Why is he
Yeah.
staying at your house with his kid? And I don't know. She was toxic too. So, but
Yeah.
I just, that's reality. Like that's life. Um, most relationships are probably more similar to that than like the fairy tale. And I think
Yeah.
that's probably why that's my favorite love story.
Got you. Got you. Okay. So the next movie, Coolie High.
Coolie High. Have I seen Coolie High? I've seen parts of it. I haven't seen the whole thing.
Okay, so I'm gonna count that.
All right.
I'll give you half a point. Okay, I'll give you half a
All
point.
right. We get half. All right. All right.
Yeah. Coming to America.
Yep.
Okay. Harlem Nights.
Yep.
Okay. New. Oh no, hold up. No, Bad Boys.
Yep.
Okay. Poetic Justice.
Yep.
Okay. The Color Purple.
Yep.
New Jack City.
Yep.
White Chicks.
Yep.
All About the Benjamins.
Yep.
Boys in the Hood.
Yep.
Waist
Another
Deep.
thing about Boys in the Hood that I
What happened?
just learned. I don't know why. I just learned this like this year or last year, bro. I don't know how I didn't put two and two together, but I didn't realize that Ricky was what's his name?
Who?
Um the actor that played Ricky, what's his name? I forgot his name.
Morris
Morris
Chestnut.
Chestnut. Morris
Yeah.
Chestnut. I
Yeah.
did not realize that was Morris Chestnut. I was
Yeah.
like,
Yeah. Not
what the
like.
heck?
Not
Because
because like.
when I first saw Boys in the Hood, I was probably like 5 years old,
Yeah.
right? So it was Ricky to me was just the football player from Boys in the Hood that got shot,
Hmm.
and that's pretty much what it was for me. And then fast forward to like, I think it was last year that I found out. I was just kind of, I think, reading through the cast members of Boys in the Hood, just
Yeah.
randomly for whatever reason. Morris Chestnut. I was like, wait, what? Like my mind was just like
Yeah.
what?
Yeah.
So
You didn't know that he had hair before?
no, I didn't. I
Like
didn't know. He was always
everybody
bald to me. Like Morris
everybody has
Chestnut to
hair
me,
like when they come out the womb.
yeah. To me, Morris Chestnut was just a dude from. I think he was in The Wood, right?
Yeah,
I think he was in The Wood.
yeah, he was also in the Wood too.
And that to me, that was Morris Chestnut, the dude from The Wood that was bald.
Yeah,
You know, the bald headed dude from The Wood that all the girls like.
yeah,
That's Morris Chestnut. Ricky is the football player from Boys in the Hood that got shot.
mm,
That's not Morris Chestnut. So
yeah,
then when I found out, like, okay, this was Morris Chestnut when he had hair. So I was, oh, now I see. Okay.
yeah. Because like, look,
Right.
you have to be young and then get old. Like after some years, like so,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
seriously,
It
like
just
no,
blew my mind, bro. I was like, oh my God, how did I not
mhm.
pick that up? But
No, it's okay. Like people forget. Like people like think like one way, and then like after they do research, like they find out that like that was the person.
yeah.
Yeah. Where
So,
we at? Waist deep.
yep.
Okay. Life.
Yep.
Coach Carter.
Yep.
And the last movie is South Central.
Yep.
Okay. All right. So you have a score of 18.5 out of 21 because you missed Cooley High, you missed Soul Man, and you also missed what was the other one? What was the other one? There's one more.
I don't think I missed that many. I think
Yeah, I think only two. I think you missed only two.
only Soul Man I haven't seen, and
Yeah,
half of Cooley High.
yeah.
So I should be at like 19.5 or something like that.
18.5. Okay,
Nine,
let's see.
19.5.
18.5. Okay, that's
Nope.
okay.
Nope. The math ain't mathing, bro. Nope.
No, but like when you mentioned before, like saying that you don't know that much like about movies, like you know your stuff. Like you even mentioned The Wood, and The Wood was not even on this list.
No. I don't. I'm not up to date with current movies. Like I don't
Okay,
really. I'm not looking out for like the newest movies coming out.
yeah,
But I'm a movie buff. Like I love movies, but I
yeah.
watch a
You know
lot
about
of
your
older
classics.
movies.
Yeah, your classics.
I watch older ones, yeah.
Yeah,
And
like
if it
so.
comes out like on Netflix or something and it looks interesting, like I'll watch that too. But that's just that's really about it. Or unless like
Mhm.
my friends on social media mention
Yeah.
like, yo, this was a good movie, blah blah blah, then I might check it out. But
Okay.
I don't watch TV a lot, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So like I'm not seeing like the latest previews of whatever movies are coming out, shit like that.
Got you. And going back to Pop the Balloon, did you go on there for actual love or did you go there for exposure?
Uh, so the first time I went on there, because I went on twice.
Mm-hmm.
The first time I went on, I had seen an episode of Pop the Balloon. It just kind of came up in my YouTube algorithm.
Yeah.
So I
The
watched
one
like the
with
first.
Arlette?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, it was with Arlette. So I watched like the first. I think it was like 3 episodes or something like that.
Yeah.
And I'm like, hey, this is cool. Like, I got to get on this show. I was just like, I got to get on the show. So, I sent the email and I didn't expect them to get back to me. I was like, I'm probably not going to make it on. Like, there's probably a bunch of people that are trying to get on and, I'm probably not going to get on.
Gotcha. Wait, can I
And
ask you, what was cool about it? Like, which part of it was cool, like, towards you?
the pop the balloon, like just the popping of the balloons. I'm like, hey, I like the concept, you know.
Okay.
If you don't fuck with them, like pop that.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and pop on them. And then when you see how people have egos and they feel some kind of way when you pop the balloon, it's just like, to me, it's toxic. It's toxic
Hmm.
to me, and
Yeah.
I like that shit. So I
Oh,
guess it's me, bro. I guess it's me. I don't know. I'm toxic.
this is the first time I'm hearing of from somebody that likes toxic stuff.
I I don't. It just depends. Like, I don't like toxic when it's like, when it's to a point where it's detrimental to your peace and like your well-being and things like that. But if it's like
Hmm.
fun toxic, like healthy toxic, like that's cool. I think every relationship kind of needs some of that anyway.
That's a
But
thing. Healthy toxic. I never heard about that
yeah,
before.
yeah, like you should be able to, be you should be able to like have fun with your partner. I think you should be able to, just like playful, like, oh, this old girl was checking me out, blah blah blah.
Hmm.
Like you're walking through the mall, right? Yeah, old girl was checking me out because I'm him, and blah, just like some shit like that, just to
Yeah.
kind of spark the jealousy in her. Or
Okay.
like, yo, bro was looking at you, like, why were you looking back at him?
Hmm.
You like him? Go talk to him. Go ahead, like go be with him. Like, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Just like playful like that. But
Like you
you're
don't
not
really mean it. Like
serious.
you're just like you just joking. Like in a way.
Yeah, you're joking. You're not serious. You're just joking. But
Yeah.
just I think it keeps things fun.
Okay. All
So
right.
that's what I mean. So when I see pop the balloon, to me it's like it's toxic, but it's fun
Hmm.
because like you're messing with somebody's ego when you pop the balloon on them. Like now they feel some kind of way, and it's harmless, but at the same time it's a little bit toxic.
Yeah.
And then you get to tell them what you don't like about them. Like now you
Hmm.
go ask me why did I pop the balloon? And, you know,
From a live
um,
camera, from like a whole audience.
yeah, because that's the thing about pop the balloon is it's not scripted. Like everything that people say on there, that shit is real. That's
Yeah, it's
really
free
how they
flow.
think.
Yeah,
Is that what?
it's free flow.
Yeah, they really think like that and they really feel like that.
Mhm.
So I just basically went on there, you know, for the experience. But in my mind, I didn't have any expectations. I was like, if something happens, it happens. Like if I do find somebody, like cool. If not, cool.
Okay.
So
Like
and then
you're somebody that's like that takes rejection like easy. Like you don't get mad like somebody says no to you.
no, I'm cool, bro. Like if you're not, I'm not everybody's cup of tea.
Hmm.
Everybody's not my cup of tea, and there's somebody for everybody. So like I can't possibly be that guy to everybody.
Yeah,
So if you don't like me, you can't force attraction. Like if you don't like me, you don't like me. It is what it is. There's somebody else out there that does. I don't like every female I see, and there's somebody out there that just does it for me. So if you don't like me, cool. On to the
yeah,
next one.
that's it. Seriously. All right. So next current event. We have love, peace, and soul. So I had mentioned to you Juicy before. Basically he came out with this Soul Train skit. And I wanted to know, like, growing up, did you also watch Soul Train, like when it was still on?
Shit.
Because I don't know, I don't know, like what year it ended.
I want to say, I think it was still on in the 90s because I remember watching like some episodes with my pops because he used to watch it here and there. Uh, I don't know if it was original episodes or reruns, but I did watch a little bit of Soul Train when I was like real young. I must have been like 5, 6 years old, bro.
Yeah.
That was probably the last time that I watched Soul Train.
And did you like it?
Yeah, Soul Train was cool. It was fun. It was fun to watch.
Okay. All
I
right.
just don't like my memories of it are so it was just so long ago that I don't really remember everything about it. But from what I remember, like I just remember the line, like the dance line and stuff like that. That
Yeah.
was cool. But that's about all I remember from Soul Train.
Got you. If you don't mind me asking, like, do you have like a close relationship with your parents, like, with both your moms and your pops?
Oh, uh, I have a very close relationship with my mom.
Hmm.
Because like she's always been there. Like it's always been me and her.
Yeah.
Um, Here's another fun fact about that. My pops, my biological father, he's from Chicago. He grew up like East Chicago, Gary area. He's from there. He's 6'6", and he was a hooper,
Okay.
right? But he wasn't really around much when I was younger, so I don't know him as well as I would have liked. Like our relationship just wasn't. He came around every once in a while when I was younger, but it just wasn't like that close.
Yeah. So
And
not to
then,
be disrespectful, but like, would you label that as like a deadbeat?
uh, I mean, I guess in the general sense of the word,
Hmm.
I guess you can probably say that.
Okay.
Um, but see, I don't like to put that sort of, judgment out there
Yeah.
because I understand where he came from. He didn't have a father either. Um, and then like he grew up rough. He grew up he's from the hood, so he just didn't really have, I would say, the best examples to show him like what it was to be a father. And then being like a good athlete and stuff.
Yeah.
He had a lot of women around him, and I can just imagine as a young man having not having like that role model to show you how to be, like how to carry yourself and how to take care of this and that, and then also having like all this attention from women and fans and stuff like that. um I can kind of understand why he struggled to be present. um I'm not saying it's okay,
Yeah.
but like I try to understand him.
Okay.
And then so like I was saying earlier, he's 6'6", right?
Yeah.
Um, Basketball player from Chicago area.
Yeah.
Uh, my stepfather, 6'5", basketball player from Chicago, like
Mm.
the man who raised me, right? So I guess you could say my mom has a type.
I'm about to say it, but I'm gonna let you say it because I didn't want to say that. Like seriously,
My
I
mama
have
got a
respect for
type.
moms. Like so, I'll let you say it. Okay,
Yeah,
like
yeah. My mama got a
yeah,
type. So
yeah,
the man who raised me was basically the same person, just different different body, I guess. But like, I guess I could also say they're two completely different people
hmm,
because my biological father, he was real, um like laid back and like nonchalant and like cool, I guess. He was like, you know,
So he didn't really care.
yeah, he was the type he had a lot of women around him. Like he was what you would call a player, a womanizer,
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
Uh Stepfather, the man who raised me, completely different. He attracted a lot of women just because of, you know, he was big, hooper, all that. But he was the type that,
Wait, which
you
one? The
know,
stepfather or the biological?
the stepfather, the
Okay,
stepfather.
so he also got women too.
No, well, I think he attracted a lot of women just because of
Yeah,
his stature.
yeah,
But he was like, I've never heard anything of him like ever being unfaithful or anything to my moms and stuff.
yeah.
You know, so I think that he was like a complete opposite of what my biological father was as far as like personality and everything, because he wasn't really nonchalant like that. He was always like joking around and being funny and, you know, kind of outgoing a little bit.
Hmm.
Whereas my biological father, he was real nonchalant and real serious. So just two completely different personalities. And yeah, that's basically who I was raised by. But I have a closer relationship with my stepfather because, you know, he lived with me and he was always there for me and stuff. So I mean, I guess it's kind of close.
Okay. Let me ask you a question. So, you don't see your biological father anymore.
No, he passed away last year.
Oh, okay. My
So
condolences.
not so yeah,
Okay.
he's no longer with us. So
Okay.
we didn't really our relationship never really like we never really bonded and we didn't really get close like the way I would have liked.
Yeah.
I'll say this that to he tried to like make amends and to, you know, build a relationship with me later on in life.
Hmm.
And I think I had so much anger toward him, you know, just because of him not really being present when I was younger,
Yeah.
that it was hard for me to really go like full force into it.
Yeah.
So
Because
like I was
everybody
there for him.
needs. Yeah.
I was there for him when he got sick because he had like heart issues and stuff like that. So I tried to look out for him, but for me it was just kind of too late to build that father son bond that,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah, everybody needs a father figure in your life, and like they also do need like a mother figure too, because like they need like that balance between both sides, mother and father.
Yeah.
So like I can understand why you would be angry because like he wasn't in your life like for the most part. Um, so
Yeah.
hypothetically, if he was still alive and he was like in front of you, like what would be your response? Like to him, like saying that, "Oh, I changed my mind and like I want to be in your life now." Like after abandoning you and like not being present in your life, like what would be your response if he changed his ways? Like how different would that be?
If he changed his ways, like
Like he wants to be more present in your life and like he wanted to do more of like father and son bonding. Like
if he was still alive and he wanted to do that now,
yeah, how different would that be? Like what would be your response?
uh, honestly I don't know, man, because like he just passed away last year, and I was still in a place where I wasn't really like too enthusiastic about it. You
Yeah,
know, I was trying to um give him a chance to, you know, like just build some kind of bond. but it wasn't something that was high on my priority list.
Yeah.
I didn't go out of my way to like call him or anything like that, or to like go see him or whatever, check up on him and stuff like that. So I can't really say. I think I reflect more on it now that he's gone. Um, I've reflected more, and sometimes I regret like not reaching out more, but there's another part of me where it's just like it is what it is. So I can't really say, but
Okay. Because like I would see it like that too. Like he wasn't present in your life, and you shouldn't like be like positive in that way, because like it's basically like you want to be treated how people would treat you. So like the way that he treated you, like you're gonna treat him the same way, because like if he did you wrong, then why does that have to stop me from treating him the same way?
hmm no,
Mhm.
I understand. I understand where you're coming from with that.
Yeah,
Um, I just, at the end of the day, that's still the person who gave me life.
yeah,
So it's just I think it's just a different. If you're just like whoever, just some person off the street that I don't know, of course I'm gonna treat you the way you treat me, and it is what it is. But like when it's the person who gave you life, and I'm not gonna say like he wasn't there, um, like I was just completely abandoned. It was just
yeah.
more of a he lived close by, and he tried here and there to like to be present,
Okay.
but he was the type where like he would tell me like I'm gonna come pick you up so we can go to the movies or so we can go swimming or whatever,
Yeah,
and then I get ready or whatever, and then he don't show up.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? So it just kind of left me hanging a lot like that. So he was there, but just the way he was there wasn't very. It wasn't healthy.
yeah. It wasn't meaningful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And but I'll say this too. I'll say this too.
Okay.
This is where I can kind of give him grace. Is he was a hooper like me, right? So what I think was happening a lot of the time was he was probably putting the game before me.
Yeah.
Like if he said he was going to pick me up or whatever, something with basketball probably came up, is what I would imagine. And
Mhm.
he went and did that instead of coming to pick me up.
But did he say that like in those words?
No, he like because I was young, like 5 years old,
Hmm.
so like that to me that wouldn't even register anyway. Like it
Hmm.
didn't matter to me at that time.
Okay.
Basketball, like who cares? I didn't care about basketball really at that age the way I did when I got older. So like if he had like an open gym come up, or like a game or something like that come up,
Yeah.
and then he had to skip out on picking me up.
Yeah.
I hate to say it, but I can understand, because you get so addicted to the game that like you have to do it. And I just know that from experience. Like I went through a part of my life where, I did put the game above like a lot of things that I probably shouldn't have,
Hmm.
because it's just something that it's in you, bro.
Yeah.
I can't
Because
explain it, but
the only reason why I asked that, because like sometimes like when somebody like wants to like still have somebody that they're close to, or like their loved ones, like to their spirits, like they will make excuses for them. So that's why
Mhm.
I hope that that's not the case. Like you're not making excuses for him
Oh
like not
no.
showing up.
No, 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 no. Because the way I really see it is he should have picked me up and brought
Yeah.
me to the game with him.
Yeah.
That's what he should have done.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, like, I can relate to putting the game before your priorities sometimes.
Hmm.
I can relate to that because I've been guilty of the same thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not perfect, and he's only human too. So, like, I can understand it, but that doesn't mean it was okay.
Yeah.
Like, you should have brought me to the gym with you if that's what it was, you
Yeah.
know. But I don't know. I don't know if it was that. Like, maybe he could have been like on drugs or with women, or just like not living right, and maybe he didn't want me around whatever lifestyle he was living, type
Yeah.
shit too. So that's uh that's something that's a discussion we never had,
Hmm.
you know, and he passed away, so like that's a discussion we'll never have. And he just never really like told me what it was. The last discussion we did have, all he said was I was stupid, and like he apologized and stuff like that. And he just said I was dumb. Like, I have no excuses for why I wasn't there more. So like I'll say this, he took accountability for, where he came up short. So I can give him grace on that too.
Hmm.
But it was just like too little too late, I guess.
Okay. Let me ask you this: you also attended? Did you guys have a funeral for him?
No, he got cremated. We had him
Got cremated.
cremated. And
Okay.
out in I think it was Indiana.
Okay.
And then or no, I don't know if it was Indiana. I think it was Indiana. And then my sister got his ashes. So we didn't, cuz see, here's the thing is I have two older sisters and an older brother, right?
Yeah.
But me and my second oldest sister, we grew up together because we have the same mom.
Yeah.
And then my older brother has a different mom, and my oldest sister has a different mom. So he had four kids from three different baby mamas, as far as we know. And the crazy thing is we didn't even know that we had the older brother and the older sister until we were already grown. We
Hmm.
didn't even know about them.
Yeah.
So I just met my brother Aaron like when I was like 22, and my sister LaCour, I met her 20. I've never even actually met her. I know of her and I've talked to her like on social media and stuff like that,
On
but
the
we've never
phone.
actually met in person. Yeah, we've never met
Okay.
in person.
Yeah.
My brother Aaron, I met him a few times,
Yeah.
and we spent time together and stuff like that. So me and him kind of keep in touch here and there. But you know, not like out of all of us, nobody really wanted to like have that relationship with him. So it was just kind of a thing where, you know, um, nobody wanted to take on the funeral expenses and stuff like that,
Yeah.
just because I think everybody was just kind of like upset with him.
Okay. Like basically, like he didn't deserve a funeral in that way.
Mm, I won't say that he didn't deserve one. I think everybody deserves a funeral,
Hmm.
but nobody wanted to take on those expenses because, he wasn't there. So I
Okay.
guess that's the part where, you know, treat me how you want to be treated.
Yeah.
You weren't there, so you don't get that funeral that you probably would have got if you had been present,
Yeah.
and everybody would have been more willing to help out for somebody that they bonded with rather than like somebody that's kind of estranged to you. So I don't know, man. That is what that is. I can't.
No, I feel you, man. All right. So the last two current events I have, I know I had a lot of current events. Like normally, I only do like 3 current events. So I don't know why I had so many for this episode. But the last two current events, they're kind of like mixed together, like they're related, like in a way. So it was recently the British Academy Film Awards, and Ryan Coogler makes British Academy Film Awards history as the first Black winner of original screenplay for Sinners.
BAFTA goes to Ryan Coogler, Sinners!
Hey, I didn't expect that. Hey, this is nerve-wracking. And I always felt at home here. The first time I came here was 2014. And the driver picked me up from the airport, and I was nervous first time in the UK. And I told him where I was from, and he told me that Marcus Garvey had an apartment here. And he went out of his way to show me where it was. Cut the meter off, and I felt at home ever since. It's crazy. I'm nominated with some incredible writers. I share this with y'all. Y'all already won by being here, so I'm gonna speak as a representative of y'all. Joachim was actually my mentor. I met him over a decade ago. He showed me how to be a better writer, a better filmmaker. I always love him, and I love his movie, and I love all you guys' movies.
Did you get to watch that movie, Sinners?
I did watch Sinners. I like that. I like that. Yeah.
You got the concept of the plot?
Yeah. Yep. There was a lot going on there, bro. A lot of what do you call it? A lot of subliminal stuff going on with that movie. So, but it was it was cool.
Yeah.
It was cool.
Yeah. And then the last one, so during the British Academy Film Awards, a man with Tourette's syndrome shouts the N-word and the B-word at Michael B. Jordan and Delroy Lindo as they presented at the award show.
Delroy and I are delighted to be presenting the first BAFTA of the night for a vital part of movie making. We're here to celebrate.
They both were in Sinners together. Delroy and Michael B. Jordan.
Mm-hmm.
So, with that, like, what's your opinion towards that? Like, do you think that the man with Tourette's syndrome gets like a forgiveness for saying this the N-word like out of like nowhere?
It sounds like a bunch of bullshit to me. You know, like
because he has a condition, so like.
Nah, bro, that sound like a bunch of bullshit to me. Like those are the only words. That's what you thought to scream out. Out of everything you could have said, that's what came out.
Yeah.
Like what? And then you got Tourette's. Okay, that it sounds like an excuse for you to be a piece of shit.
Yeah.
I don't know the situation behind all that. Like I'm not familiar with it, but it just
like they literally were talking and like going over, I guess, like the next person like to get an award, and like the man just like is sitting on his seat and like with the other audience members, and then just says the N-word.
Nah, bro, that sounds like an excuse to me.
Yeah. And you know what they did? Like there was like a moment of silence, like for a couple of seconds, and then they just like went about their presentation.
Nah, bro. That just sounds to me like an excuse to be shitty, you know?
Yeah.
Because like that doesn't happen.
Mm.
Like we always want to blame everything on mental illness for when we want to be shitty people.
Yeah.
You know, like if that's an issue for you, you shouldn't have been there. Like I don't know. I don't really know Tourette's like that.
Mm-hmm.
I know like people just scream shit out,
Yeah.
whatever, but I don't know, man. That just seems too coincidental. It's like too convenient.
Got you. And I want to ask you, based upon like that current event, like has there like any been like a moment like where like some of your like friends that are Caucasian or like somebody said like the N word like to like make you mad? Like has that happened like at any moment in your life?
Um, like have they called me the N-word?
Yeah.
Mm, no, not as an adult.
Or
I
growing up.
that is something that I did deal with as a kid, like especially in elementary.
Mm-hmm.
Because I grew like where I grew up, right in New Mexico. It's a lot of Hispanics and white. I guess like white people are everywhere, so you're gonna run into white people everywhere.
Yeah.
And it was like a lot of Hispanics and Native Americans. So like I was one of the few black kids in the school. Um, there was maybe like every school I went to, there was like less than 10, right? So of course, the racial slurs definitely came when I was younger. Just and there was no, it wasn't provoked. I don't even know if that should like even being provoked like that shouldn't even be a thing. But
Yeah.
I wasn't
It was like you started it. Like it just happened by random.
exactly like you just see me. I got some melanin in my skin, and you just decide that that's how you need to address me
Mm-hmm.
as that. So that's definitely something that I've um dealt with, and even all the way up to high school, because there's just there's one in every group, bro. There's one in every group, and I don't
Mm-hmm.
know if they just don't like me because of my melanated skin or because I was good at sports or whatever. Maybe the girls like me, whatever, but they just felt like they had to call me that, and it was
Let me
like the
ask
hard
you
ER.
okay, I was about to
It
ask
was,
you
it
that
was the
too.
hard ER, bro. Yeah,
So
like
most of it was like the hard ER that like there was no ending.
no, nah. Back then, no, it was the hard ER, bro.
All right, so yeah, they were real risky. I see, like
Yeah,
they did not care.
it's like, and then like back in them days too. Um, it's just me, bro. So like, you got somebody call me that, and it's like a group of them.
Mm,
Like it was never just one person calling me that.
yeah,
It was like they come as a group, and everybody like, if you fight one, you got to fight them all. So it'd be like five. So you like they all come together, and then one calls me that, and then it's like five of them just ready to go.
and when you say just you didn't have nobody on your side like that had your back, like no group, like no homies.
Not well. I would say the way it happened was like it was usually when I was the new kid, right? Because I went to
Okay.
so many different schools.
Hmm.
I went to like five different elementary schools.
Wait, what
Uh,
happened?
it wasn't because of like fighting or anything like that. It was just my mom. She moved around a little bit because she was in school.
Okay.
So like I started elementary at this one school in my hometown, and then my mom had to move away to finish her degree to a different city, so I had to go with her. So I went to like two different schools in that city, and then moved back to my hometown. Went to I went to a different school that was kind of about 20 minutes away from my hometown because my mom got a job there,
Yeah.
and then went back to my original school.
Mhm.
And then my mom got a job at another school in a different town, so I went with her there. So I just kind
Yeah,
of had to go where she went. So I was like at
yeah.
5 different elementary schools,
I
and
bet
then I
that
went
was
to the
like a lot
same.
of like stress like towards you. Like it was very like back and forth.
Yeah, it was just kind of, you know, I was always the new kid. I
Mhm.
was always the new kid, bro. So, um, I got in my first fight when I was like 9 years old.
Yeah.
I was like 9 years old, and I don't even know why I got in a fight with that kid. Like it didn't even. I
He
don't remember what happened, but
he took your chocolate milk.
I guess I don't know. It wasn't at school, bro. The fight was at home.
Oh, okay.
Because we live like in an apartment complex, and we're at
Yeah.
the playground, and we just I don't know why we just got in a fight.
Hmm.
You know, that's the first time I got my lights punched out. So he punched my lights out, and it was what it was.
Yeah.
And then fast forward to middle school. I didn't really have a lot of issues in middle school. I didn't have issues there because I wasn't the new guy there. I went
Yeah.
like the school that I went to in elementary for 6th grade. It was the same school that I went to middle school because they had like all the grades there.
Okay.
So like those are my friends. Those were, I'll say, some of the guys there that gave me shit in elementary from that school
Yeah.
ended up being my friends later.
Yeah.
Once they got to know me or whatever. And then I went to 3 different high schools.
Oh my
So
god. Like, seriously.
I went to that same school, right, for 9th grade. But the
Yeah.
high schools, most of that was because of basketball. That's why I
Okay.
transferred so much in high school because I was good at basketball. So, like, I went to 9th grade there, and then 10th grade, that's where I got shit again, like the racial shit. But I followed my sister to that school because she went to a different school. So I went with her,
Okay.
and then when she graduated, I went back to my original school that I was in 9th grade,
Yeah.
and because I wanted to play for my coach there.
Hmm.
So I didn't have issues there because we're a little older at this point in time, and those were already my friends. So like I knew them, and then my coach ended up getting a job at another school, and he wanted me to go with him. So he
Okay.
brought me to the new school to play for him there.
Yeah. I thought like you were gonna say no. I was gonna ask you like you went to like 3 different high schools because the coaches from those different schools wanted you, and then you left like because they were like probably like the team that won all the games and whatnot. Like, but you tell me like you're explaining like how you transferred like from those 3 different schools and like that coach like part like I understand now like that he wants you to come with him.
Yeah, yeah. Um, so yeah, like in 10th grade, right? I played for uh the coach at that school that my sister went to, and the only reason I went to that school was because my sister went there. So I just kind of followed her, and so I actually had a good season. I had a good, not I wouldn't say like a, because I played JV and varsity, right? So I had a good season on JV.
Yeah.
And on the varsity, I actually did good at the end of the season. So that's when I really like hit my stride and when I found myself. So, the next 2 years were very promising for me after that. And the coach, my JV coach that I played for most of the season, he got the varsity job at that school for the next year. So he
Yeah.
wanted me to play for him. He wanted me to stay there and play for him. But I wanted to go to my old school because that's where all my friends were, and I wanted to play for my old coach. So I ended up. My sister left; she wasn't going to be there no more, so there was just no reason for me to be there anymore. So I ended up going to the new school, or to my old school, to play for my old coach. And we had our season, and I had a good season and all that. And then he just ended up getting a job offer for one of the other schools that was closer to my hometown. And so he took the job, but he hit up me and my best friend, because me and him were like the two best players, I guess. And he wanted to bring us with him to the new school.
Yeah.
My homie ended up staying at the old school, and I ended up going with my coach to the new school. So it's just, it was just like basketball, politic type stuff. And I just remember some of the other coaches were trying to get me caught up to where I couldn't play, because like one of my other teammates, he also transferred to that same school from his old school, and his coaches didn't want him going there. And my coach is from the old school, like the coach that was going to take my coach's old job.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't want me to leave. So him and the other coach from the other school that my teammate was transferring from, um, he was trying to get him caught up. Like they were basically trying to get it to where me and him couldn't play at the new school. So it was a lot of like spying and politics and shit going on because of the transfers.
Yeah.
So
So like, in a way, like, because like you're giving me like somebody that like really had like the love like for basketball, and like, why? Wait, so like, what was like the real reason why you didn't go professional? Like, because like it can't be just on age. Like, you love basketball, you love being competitive, and you could have like made money, but like you said that you also didn't know that much about basketball. You were still learning, right?
okay, so no, I know a lot about basketball.
Okay.
It was like my reason for not making it was never about talent
Yeah.
or like knowledge of the game. Like I have those.
Yeah.
I think it was more just the path I took. Um, like coming out of high school, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um,
So you say you went to college, right?
yeah, well, eventually I did. But
Okay.
like out of high school, because I was one of the top players in the state,
Mm-hmm.
um, at and this is where I say like the importance of mentorship and just knowing, people that have been there, knowing the right people and things like that is important for kids at that age,
Yeah.
to kind of show you how to navigate that. So I didn't really have that, and that's like one reason why I was so upset with my father, because he had been through that, but he didn't like put in the effort to guide me through that process. Where
Mm-hmm.
that's where I think he could have been like real helpful for me, but also at the same time there was a lot of like friction between him and my mom, and me and him didn't have a bond, and I was kind of like closed off to him anyway.
Yeah.
So, it was just a lot going on there to where I didn't get that guidance from him. But still, it would have been, I think, if I would have had a mentor to actually guide me in the process of um pursuing basketball after high school, I think I would have been a lot more successful. So coming out of high school, like my thought process is it's Division 1 or nothing, because like that's how competitive I am. Like it's top college level or nothing,
Yeah.
and that's just the way I looked at it. And so I didn't get any Division 1 offers, right? Scholarship offers. So when I wasn't getting those, I was just basically like, well, then there's no point in me going to play. But you know, I was going to AAU camps, and this is where the AAU comes in. I was
Yeah.
going to the AAU camps, and I went to two of them. I went to two of them, and the second one I went to, um, there was a team that wanted me on there because I played for one team,
Hmm.
and it just wasn't like a good fit for me. But there was another team that wanted me to play for them, so I ended up going to that team, and it was a great fit. I played well, you know, and I just needed to keep going back to the camps, and eventually I would have got picked up by a program,
Yeah.
right? But I just stopped going to the camps. Like I was so exhausted with the politics of it because I dealt with the politics all through high school of basketball. And so at that time, this was after high school that I was going to these camps, and I just didn't want to make the trips out there because I had to drive to Texas to go to these camps, right? And then
And use
I
the
just
money
got
out of
so
your pocket.
yeah, and then we're paying for like travel, and then it's like a 5 hour drive every time you go out there, and I was so exhausted with all the politics and all the travel and everything that I stopped going to the camps. And in retrospect, like looking back on it now, I don't think that I was prepared to play at that level for the position that I needed to play,
Yeah.
right? Because in New Mexico, if you're over 6 feet, you play in the post. You're a post player because everybody here is short.
Yeah.
But when you go play at that college level, you know, if you're under 6'5", you're a point guard. Period. Like anything under 6'5", you're a point guard.
Yeah.
So I never trained in high school to be a guard. I always trained to be a big man. So like I don't even think, even if I would have got on the team, I don't think that I was prepared to play the position that they would have needed me to play at that time.
Yeah.
And that's something that I can look back on now and be like, okay, you weren't prepared, but this is where I say like having a mentor comes in because a mentor could have told me like, yo, this is what you need to work on. This is what you're probably going to be doing at that level. So you need to work on your guard skills, you know. You need to reach out to these coaches and like send them film, and you need to go work out, like go to workouts and stuff like that. And I feel like that's something that was missing for me. And I'll say a lot of ball players in New Mexico get overlooked because there's not really a spotlight on New Mexico basketball. There's a lot of talent,
Yeah.
but nobody's paying attention, you know, to New Mexico basketball. And back in them days, it's not like it is now where you have the internet and you can like send your highlight film through like not email, but like through player profiles on Max Preps and stuff like that. Um, and you can do highlights on and put them on YouTube and social media and all this stuff. Back then, you actually had to get like tapes from the VCR and like put the game on tapes and put the highlights together, and you have to go through entire games to get your highlights. And then you had to make as many tapes as you needed to send out. So if I needed to send out, if I was trying to get on like 15 different teams, right? I reach out to 15 different coaches. I have to send out 15 different videotapes to these coaches for them
That's a
to
lot of
see.
manual work and like
A lot of
edits that
work.
you got to do. Yeah.
So when you don't have somebody like helping you with that process, you know, it's very hard if you're not like a LeBron James type prospect, or if you're not like a top prospect in the country and nobody's checking for you. Like you have to do a lot of work beneath the
Yeah.
surface to get noticed. So like I said, like I always had the talent,
Hmm.
and I turned out to be a pretty good basketball player, you know.
Yeah.
But this was all learning that I did on my own, just out of love for the game. Like I learned how to be a guard, how to be a point guard. I I I did get on a college team eventually. It just didn't
Yeah,
work out.
yeah,
I played. I've played for money, so like I guess it's kinda pro, but not to the level of like where it's consistent. It was just, here and there.
got you, got you. Okay, all right. We're gonna get into the title of this episode and the episode number. So, from your topics that you provided me off camera, I narrowed it down to one. So this is going to be the title. This is the Modern Men's Guide to Health, Balancing Physical and Mental Well-Being, and this is also episode 78. All right. So
Okay.
for the first question, how often let's say for this first, how often do you visit your doctor?
Uh, Not when I get sick.
Okay.
That's it, man. I don't do like yearly checkups or anything like that, which I
Hmm.
probably should, but I just don't. I try to maintain a healthy lifestyle so that I don't have to be in the doctor's office, but just pretty much when I get sick is the only time I visit my doctor.
Okay. All right. Because you want to make sure that you don't get anything and like you don't catch anything late. Because like if you catch like stuff late, then it's too late, and then like these sicknesses like have like different stages, and like if you're on like stage
Yeah.
3 or 4, then it's too late.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
seriously,
that is true because my stepfather had cancer,
you did.
and he beat it, luckily, but he caught it late, so I don't know. That was by the grace of God, bro. That was by the grace of God that he made it through that because he did catch it in
Yeah.
a more advanced stage, but he made it through. So
Was he somebody that didn't like doctors?
yeah, he never goes to the doctor like
Hmm.
like ever.
Hmm. So,
So he's like
so
me.
let
I don't like going to the doctor. I don't like hospitals. None of that.
let me ask you this. So, being that you gave me your like response, so like how often do men have to visit their doctor? Like how often, like from your opinion, how often do men have to visit their doctor?
Well, I mean, I don't visit my doctor unless I'm
Yeah,
sick, like I said. So I can't sit here and tell you
yeah,
exactly um, how often somebody should visit their doctor if I'm not practicing it. But just like from what I hear is that like at least once a year,
once a year.
from what I've
Okay,
been told, at least once a year you should go get a yearly checkup. And
got
that's
you,
just
got
something that I don't practice, but that's what I've been told, like been recommended that I should do.
you. Yeah, like are you working on that, or are you like are you trying like at least like are you working on like trying to like make sure that you keep a healthy like lifestyle, and like if you do get sick, like you go to the doctor?
Well, I do try to maintain a healthy lifestyle. I
Hmm.
haven't really been like very sick like that in a couple years because I practice healthy habits.
Hmm.
I wash my hands like all day, every day. I'm always washing my hands.
Okay.
I try to eat right. Um, I struggle because I like sugar, so I struggle with that. I try to sweat every day and just kind
When
of
you say
work out.
sugar, you mean like candy and like sweets and like
Just
desserts?
anything sweet, bro. I love
Okay.
sweets, bro. Like I can't even help it. I just love sweets, but I just know they're not good for you, but I just love them, and
Yeah.
that's something that I need to work on for sure. But I'm trying to get healthy alternatives to like the bad stuff. So maybe like more dried fruits is what I try to eat.
Yeah.
Smoothies and stuff like that.
Yeah,
I'm
smoothie is
trying to
definitely good for
go.
you.
Yeah, I'm trying to do that.
Yeah. I was mean to ask you because I see like you got like I'm not gonna say a lot, but like some gray hair. Like, do you get like a lot of stress?
Oh yeah. No, this is actually a birthmark.
Oh, that's a birthmark. Okay.
That's a birthmark, yeah. Because if
Yeah.
you see my grandpa
Yeah.
and one of my cousins and my uncles, they have the same exact patch in the same place. So
Okay. Because like
I've had
what it?
this. I've had that my whole life. Like when I was a teenager, like
Mm-hmm.
that was there.
Got you. Because like what they say about like white hair, like a lot of like white hairs, like they be saying like people get stressed. Like
Stress.
that's how
Yeah,
like the,
I
the,
mean,
the white hairs get created.
yeah. No, definitely. I'm starting to get a little bit of, salt and pepper in the beard a little bit
In the beard. Okay.
there. Can't really see it too well,
Yeah.
I guess, right now, but
Yeah.
it's here and there.
Okay.
But like that's just a birthmark. Um, I was talking to this Nigerian lady, right?
Yeah.
And she told me in Nigeria they call that like um what was it? That you're blessed by God or something like that. Like it symbolizes being blessed by God.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I like it, man. Like I embrace it. I really like my mark. I think it's I call it my wisdom patch.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So
All right.
I will
Um.
say this. This used to be like very light brown when I was younger,
Yeah.
like when I was a teenager and stuff. And then after I had kids, it turned whiter,
It turned
whiter
white.
and whiter. So
Wait. So it went from brown to white. Like, how is that possible?
it was like very light brown, very
Yeah.
light brown. Because
Yeah.
on my mom's side of the family, um, we have Spanish and French.
Okay.
And so I think because my grandma, her hair is naturally like very light brown, like almost
Yeah.
reddish.
Yeah.
So like this was very light brown, almost reddish, like her.
Yeah.
But as I got older and stress builds, it turned white.
Okay. All right. All right. So next question. Um. From your own opinion, what are the most common men's health issues like in this world?
Yeah, there's so many. Um, I would say mental health is like a big one for men.
Okay.
Um, I think a lot of men, I think as men, like we're just taught to harbor our emotions. We're taught not to be emotional from a very young age.
Yeah.
We're taught that we have to figure it out. Nobody's coming to save you. And you need to basically suck it up and just get through each day. So like if a man shows weakness, right, it almost feels like invalid. Like
Yeah.
you don't
Like
get
he's not
to
he's
do
not a
that.
man anymore. Like he's more of a female.
Yeah. Like you don't get to be emotional. You don't get to cry and um put all your problems out there because nobody cares.
Yeah.
I, like I'm not saying that's the case, but I'm saying that that's how we're taught to carry ourselves as men.
Yeah.
So, and I think to an extent that's true to an extent, but I think that everybody should have some sort of outlet to, be real about or just to kind of vent.
Mm-hmm.
Like I feel like everybody needs to vent to somebody.
Okay. And like, let me ask you this, because like they also say like like men should not cry. Like, have you cried like before, like in your moments? Like where you showed like tears in public, or like is it mostly private? Like when you get like when you get sad, like and you have to cry.
9 out of 10 times, out of the 10 times that I've cried, has been in private.
In private,
Like
okay.
I'll cry when I'm by myself. You know, if I need to just let it out. You know, the one time I did cry in public was when my little cousin died.
Yeah,
Because he was like the baby of the family, and I saw my mom, bro. We were at like his it wasn't his funeral, but it was like a gathering. We have like gatherings before the funeral.
yeah.
A wake. I don't know if it's a wake or
I think
whatever
that
you
would be
call it.
the wake. Yeah, wake.
Yeah. So like, cause everybody was in shock. Like it just happened all of a sudden.
Hmm.
Nobody expected it, right? So I get the call. I'm in class. I get a call, and they tell me like, "Yo, cousin passed away." He was my cousin, but he was like my little brother because we grew up together. He was more like my little brother. And I get the call, and I'm like in shock, like, what the fuck? And so I
Hmm.
drive back to my hometown, and I walk in there and I see the whole family, and then I just see my mom, bro, and I'm like, give my mom a hug, and it just everything just came out, you know, and I have like a good little cry there in front of like everybody, and you know, I feel in a sense I just I don't like to be vulnerable like that, so I kind of feel like weak in a way, and I feel like, you know, like hold it together, like you got to be strong.
Yeah.
But that was just one of those things where it just came out. Like I didn't even mean to let it come out like that, but damn.
Yeah. Because look, it's not. I don't. You don't make yourself less of a man like if you like show your emotional side. Like it just makes you like more human. Like at the end of the day.
Yeah. No, I mean I agree. I agree. Like it's we should be able to express ourselves in that way.
Yeah.
Um, you know, but it's just the way I was raised, bro. It's just the way I was raised. It's hard to break that mentality, and it's hard to break cycles. So like that's all I've ever known, you know.
Mm.
So I'm just very critical of myself when it comes to things like that. And and maybe that's where something like therapy would help me um to cope with things, but even
Yeah.
therapy is another thing where I'm just like,
You don't believe in therapy?
"Ugh, I've never done well, I mean I've been to therapy one time. I've been to therapy twice in my life. The first time I was in kindergarten,
Yeah.
and that's because I was having nightmares about Freddy Krueger. And so I went to therapy for one day, bro.
Yeah.
I went
No, I'm not
to
gonna lie to you. Like, yo, I get like nightmares. Not right now, but like before about like another serial killer. How you say it?
yeah,
About another like horror like fictional character too. But like
yeah,
I try to steer away from like those kind of like movies. Like I'm more into like funny horror, like where
yeah,
like it's just like you can just laugh.
yeah. No, that shit traumatized me, bro. When I was
Yeah.
younger, like Freddy Krueger traumatized me, so I had to go to counseling for a day,
Hmm.
and that was the first time. And then the second time I ever went to therapy was when me and my baby mama, we went to like a couples therapy
Hmm.
type thing, and you know we did a few sessions there trying to work on our issues, but you know
Yeah.
it just wasn't very effective for me, and I don't know if maybe it's because we weren't ready for it, because you have like in order for therapy to be effective, like you have to be ready to face the hard truths about what you're going through. Like, it's not, if you're not taking it serious and if you're not taking accountability and ready to like face the hard truths about yourself, it's not going to be effective because you're sugarcoating everything. So I think that was the problem with that. So like I mean I guess I could see how therapy could be effective, but it's just one of those things where it's kind of a stigma
Yeah,
on especially men, right?
yeah. Like
I
like
think
like like
especially black
a
men, like
stereotype.
black men, you get criticized, you know, for showing vulnerability, for being willing to be vulnerable. I think as black men, like we probably get criticized the most, and I would even say like Latino men
Hmm.
would be the same thing because I grew up around a lot of Latinos too, and it's the same mentality as black men. Like everybody has to be tough, and fuck therapy and all this and that. So it's kind of it's the same, bro. It's the same mentality.
Got you, got you. So next question. What men's health screenings can be done at home?
Uh, Screenings. I don't know. I haven't really thought of that. I guess just kind of one obvious thing you can do is like just kind of look at your bowel movements and your pee
Okay.
and see the color and like what they look like, because like if you're not drinking enough water, your pee's going to come out yellow and it's going to stink and blah blah blah.
Yeah.
So I think that's one screening you can do on your own.
Okay.
What does your poop look like? I think that's important.
Okay. And then like also there's some people that like they check their blood pressure, like they have like a blood pressure like machine.
Yeah.
Yeah, that too.
Uh
What happened?
I I I don't have a blood pressure machine, but I have dealt with blood pressure issues before,
Okay.
especially now that I'm older and my body's slowing down a little bit. When I started working a desk job, like 5 years ago, that was my first instance where I had to deal with that issue, and I didn't know what it was
Yeah.
because I had never dealt with that before. And I've always stayed very active. So, like, those types of things were not really an issue for me.
Hmm.
But when I actually did have to deal with it, um, it was kind of scary, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Like, it was new. I had a panic attack back in 2020. And I don't know if it was, I think it was probably just because the whole COVID thing was going on. And I think maybe the blood pressure stuff
This
might
happened
have
during work.
affected me. Is that what?
This happened during work.
No, that wasn't, I think the work is what kind of led up to, the blood pressure issues eventually,
Okay.
because I was way less active at that point in time
Yeah.
because I was more focused on work and I wasn't going to the gym as much.
Yeah.
So I think it just kind of caught up, and then I ended up having like a panic attack, and that whole thing was just new to me and different.
Got you. Got you. Yeah, I know that must have been a lot. Like it was like a like would you say like it was like a near death experience?
Uh, it's hard to say.
Hmm.
Because I didn't go unconscious or anything like that. Um,
But
like
like
I
you was
didn't
having
have
like trouble breathing, like and your chest was hurting.
my chest wasn't even hurting. It was just I was just like having trouble breathing,
Yeah.
and I didn't know what was going on. Like my body, I felt like I needed to jump out of my skin.
Yeah.
You know, like I was trapped in my body. That's what it felt like.
Mm-hmm.
And like I was having trouble breathing, so I was just like I don't know, man, I don't know how to explain it. But it was very uncomfortable. Like I hated that feeling.
Gotcha.
So, you know, I had to that's one of the times where I did go to the doctor to see like what the hell's going on with me and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just
All right. All right. Next question. How can a man improve his health?
exercise, number one.
Okay.
Um I think having and I don't know if you're religious or not, but I think having like a spiritual connection.
Yeah.
I
I'm
believe in
Christian.
God.
Yeah.
You're
I
Christian?
believe in God too.
Okay. So I think having a relationship with God
Yeah.
and having a spiritual connection with God, that's number one, bro, because some of the hardest times in my life, um, that's the only thing that got me through it was just giving it to God. Like I fell to my knees and you know, I just begged God to like take this away, take away this strife that I'm going through right now. And
Yeah.
it does bring you peace. Like it really brings you peace. So I think like first and foremost, that's the most important thing. But after that, exercise.
Yeah. What are some of
Have
your exercises that you do?
well, the biggest thing I do is hoop.
Okay.
Basketball, that's my because I'm running, I'm sweating, you know, I'm doing something I love to do, and I think that also goes into like having a hobby. So basketball is my exercise and my hobby
Yeah.
put into one, you know. And then like, you know, just maybe lift some weights or do some push-ups, do some yoga, do some crunches, things like that. You know,
Yeah.
you don't need a gym to exercise.
You believe in
So,
yoga?
uh see, and I'm kind of conflicted with yoga
Okay.
because you know, as a Christian myself, well, I'm Catholic. I was raised Catholic.
Yeah.
I think they say that yoga is not good,
Mm-hmm.
but I've done yoga before, and like the benefits of it, it really does help with like your performance and your flexibility and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm I just wonder if you know you take the physical aspect of it, the stretching and stuff like that. I don't think there's anything inherently bad about stretching and, you know, doing the different stretches or whatever for what they are, like for the physical benefits of that.
Yeah, because
And
they
I
say that you have to do stretches first, in order to prevent like any injuries, like
yeah,
from your workout.
you have to stretch. Yeah. So like I understand the stretching part. I think where it splits and it turns into something else is if you're indulging in like the spiritual aspect of it.
Yeah.
Because I think there's a physical and a spiritual aspect of yoga. And for me, it stops at the physical. Like I like the stretches, but as far as the other stuff, I don't I don't do that. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? Like I don't believe in like um other gods and spirits and stuff like that. Like for me it's just the physical and that's it.
Mm-hmm.
So and but I don't like I'm not even gonna say I don't do yoga like that. Like I
Okay.
just do a couple of stretches here and there that probably some yoga people do, but it's not anything crazy.
Okay. All right. And then question of the day. Which vitamins are essential for men's health?
Vitamins, I don't take vitamins.
You don't take vitamins?
I don't take vitamins, and that's something that I
Yeah, I
definitely
think you
need
should.
to. That's something
Incorporate
I need
like
to
in your
work
life.
on.
Yeah,
Yeah,
especially
I mean, I used to.
multivitamins. I said especially multivitamins. Like they're good for your system. Wait, you can hear me? Wait, hold up. It paused. Hold on. Let me see. Wait, why did this say that? Hold on. Wait, you can't hear me. Okay, so like
There
when
we
I
go.
said can
That's
you hear
better.
me? Okay, now okay. All right,
Now
that's weird.
it said the
All right.
recording resumed, so yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay, that's weird. Okay, yeah. So, no, I was just saying that like multivitamins, especially like, are good for your system. Like, I take
Yeah,
multivitamins.
no, yeah, like I'm sure they are,
Yeah,
but
not the pills, the gummies I take because like I'm not really like fond with like pills. Like I like something I could just chew and then like I could just easily like put
yeah,
in my system.
yeah. I haven't taken vitamins in years, bro, and that's something that I probably should do,
That's the problem.
but I just don't.
Yeah,
I
like seriously.
don't know.
It's like, did somebody tell you like vitamins are not good, or you just
No,
never?
it just doesn't occur to me. Like that's just not something that I do. Um, I guess when I grow up one day, I'll start taking vitamins. But
Okay.
I don't
Wait,
know.
what do
It
you mean?
just I've
You already
always
are
been.
grown. What do you mean grow up?
I know. I know. No, I just
Vitamins, like
I've always been, active, and I've always felt healthy
yeah,
without them. So I just never really saw a need for them.
mhm,
But now that I'm getting older, like I think they would probably benefit me a little
yeah.
more.
Yeah, because like all that running, and like running up down the court and like back, like it's gonna help you a lot. Like the vitamins really like help like restore your muscles, like bring them back to like their 100%. Like
Yeah.
they do a lot, like vitamins.
Okay. Yeah. I'll keep
Yeah,
that in
definitely,
mind for sure.
definitely.
That's something that I should probably do.
Yeah.
And my son's
Um.
joining track now, so I think it's
Mhm.
probably best that I, be the example for him. Like, yo, let's get in this gym and exercise. Let's eat healthy. Let's be healthy.
Yeah. Like you said eat healthy. Like what is your like your healthy like favorite like foods that you're eating now?
Salad.
Salad. Okay.
I eat salad. Yeah. Um, I try to stay away from like stuff that's too greasy.
Okay.
Grease is just like me and grease don't get along.
Yeah.
So, um,
Grill foods is the best way. Like instead of
mm,
fried foods. Yeah. Grilled like is that's why that's what I got from my brother. Like he said grilled foods are the best way like
yeah,
to keep a healthy like balance.
yeah. I stay away from the fried foods for the most part. Um,
Yeah.
I try to stick with the like boiled or baked.
Mhm.
Uh, and salads, man. Like salads, you can't go wrong with salad, bro. Like we buy a lot of salad, and I just try to keep those on hand at all times. Like if I get hungry in the middle of the night, or if I just want a snack or something, like just go get a salad.
Yeah.
Um,
All right. Wait, what kind of salad?
I get them little Walmart salads.
I never seen a Walmart salad before.
Yeah, if you go to Walmart, they have like a little. I don't know. It depends which one you go to, but they have like a little area like for frozen foods or for perishable foods,
Yeah.
and they just have like a salad section, and it's like little salad kits,
Mhm.
and you can get them like in the bags or you can get them in the containers, and it's just like easy, ready to go. You just open it up, and you pour the cheese and the little chicken and the
Yeah.
sauce, and it's good to go. Take
And
like
that's
2
healthy?
minutes. I mean, I think so. I hope so.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's salad, so
Mhm. Like, wait, are you somebody that cooks like on a daily basis or no? Like, you like something that's like already like made for you?
Uh, I'm not really much of a cook, to be honest. I don't cook a lot, so
Okay,
I'd rather just have something made.
got you, got you. Ain't no problem with that.
I
Because you,
mean,
you
I'll
you
say
you gotta
this.
make sure that you look at it like with a good eye, like a good point of view. You gotta make sure like what ingredients and like what stuff is in it.
Yeah, when I was in a relationship,
Hmm.
I cooked a lot more
Okay,
and then when since I've been single, like nah, I don't cook as much as I used to. So you know,
got you. Like you lost that ability like to cook like for you and your partner.
yeah, it was kind of a like when you're in a relationship, there's just expectations when you're in a
Mm,
relationship, so you just kind of get used to that routine. Like, okay, she's busy with this and that, I'll cook tonight,
yeah,
or I'll be busy with something, and she'll take the liberty to cook something, or you let each other know like, yo, can you cook this? Can you cook that? And that's
yeah,
just kind of the expectation in the relationship. So, when that expectation goes away, or that routine goes away, now it's like, well, I don't have to worry about that other person, so I'm just gonna get something that's already made.
yeah.
It's just a lot quicker.
Okay, all right. All right, so now we're at the outro portion, and I do appreciate you coming on this podcast again. We have each other contact, so if you want to come on for a future episode, a second episode, being that we like had this like whole like deep topics and deep conversation, what was your impression of this like episode?
Um, it was cool, man. I enjoyed this. It really gave me a chance to share my story and to just kind of get different perspectives about thing what's going on, and uh, I enjoy having a back and forth with other people.
Yeah,
uh, Dialogue is always fun, because you never know, you can learn something from somebody else that you may not have known before, and you could also give uh, like a different perspective. You can offer a different perspective to people that may not know certain things. So I think it's good to have open dialogue, because like it's a learning experience,
hmm
you know.
and also like you and that person could be going through the same thing. And
Yeah,
like you could just find some ways like you guys can like have like resolutions and like
yeah.
help out each other.
No, I agree. You'd
Yeah,
be surprised, bro. Like even on social media, like I'll leave comments about things that maybe I've experienced something, and I'll just give like advice about something on a topic. And you'd be surprised like the response you get from other people, that they might read your comment. Where like I left a comment on this one post, and it was about men's health,
yeah,
and one of the commenters said, uh, "I really needed to hear this. Thanks for sharing your perspective."
yeah.
And I'm like, I
Like you
think to
made their
myself,
day.
like, yeah. And I think to myself, like, there was a point in time in my life where I needed to hear that, like what I just said. So let me share it with somebody else.
That was nice to you. Wow, I like that.
You know, so yeah.
All right. All right. So now you have the floor to say any closure or message like for our audience members or, and viewers. And also if you have anything going on currently like in your life or upcoming like you want to mention. And also like if you have any shout outs you want to give to anybody. The floor
Okay.
is yours.
Let me do this real quick because my light is dying down here, so I got a little backlight here.
Okay.
That better?
Yeah, that's
Okay.
good.
Yeah, so I would like to say whatever you're pursuing in life, just go at it 100% full force, man. Don't be afraid to take chances. Don't be afraid to put yourself out there. You know, that's first and foremost. Have a connection with God in whatever you do. Just trust that God will guide you. And that's one thing that I'm going through right now is I'm starting to trust God more and more, you know, and myself less because I feel like the path he has for me is like the path I would choose for myself and what he has for me, like it just can't be the same, you know. My
Mm-hmm.
path will always fail. His path will always be right. So I'm just learning to trust that more. Um yeah, and that's the biggest thing. Right now I'm working on getting my certification in cybersecurity. So that's just something new that I'm taking on right now.
Okay.
It's very tough. But you know, the money is it's like you have to at this point the money's so good there that you just kind of have to if you're able to get in that field. That's what I'm pursuing right now. So
Yeah.
I'm about 75% of the way done with my boot camp, right? I'll be
Congratulations.
done by next month. And I'll keep you guys posted on like how that's going. But always, I say that to say, just like always be working on something, always be pursuing something,
Yeah,
always
always
be
be
trying to.
productive.
You said what?
Always be productive.
Be productive. Yeah, just always try to elevate in life. Don't be stagnant or just like don't be comfortable with what you have. Like always try to do more. Be
Yeah.
appreciative of what you have because it could always be worse, but
Mm-hmm.
always try to do more, like do better. And that's about it, man.
Okay.
Shout out to God. Shout out to my kids. Shout out to my parents. Sharing ideas um, to help other people elevate, and maybe they can help me elevate in some ways. So yeah, hit me up on Instagram. Hit me up in the DMs, and let's talk about it.
All right. All right. So don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. We post your shit to all social platforms. And like how we always say, the truth that set you free. And it's a wrap.
I see no changes. Wake up in the morning and I ask myself, is life worth living? Should I blast myself? I'm tired of being poor and even worse, I'm black. My stomach hurts, so I'm looking for a purse to snatch.